Coming up on today's news is an update on the road maintenance in northeastern Valencia and how the Valencia Department of Transportation wants to handle the situation along with the public's reaction, plus the effects of Hurricane Theo recently in southwestern regions of the map. Thank you for joining us this Monday evening. We begin in northeastern Valencia, where a meeting will take place this upcoming Thursday to discuss road maintenance in parts of the region and how the public has reacted to it. The Valencia Department of Transportation has recently been aiming to fix roads within the state, but they have missed one region, the northeastern part of the state. Citizens of Tioga, Bradford, and Susquehanna counties of Valencia have been complaining for months about poor road conditions and the roads not being maintained, but the Department of Transportation ignored them. It is only now that the public has taken action, with a petition being made online recently in protest due to nothing being done. On Sunday, the DOT made a post stating, "We have taken notice of issues within our roads in the northeastern counties, and we are planning to fix them." Valencia DOT has also scheduled a meeting within the group on Thursday with the idea of discussing the problem. And recently, in southwestern regions of the map, a hurricane impacted the area with strong winds and intense storm surge. The Category 5 hurricane hit the Nantucket area with winds reaching up to 160 miles per hour, causing widespread damage to homes, infrastructure, and cutting off power for hundreds of thousands. In some areas, entire neighborhoods have been submerged due to storm surges and heavy flooding. We've spoken to some evacuees who say they had little time to prepare as the storm intensified faster than expected. Officials are warning that while the storm has passed, the danger is far from over. Floodwaters are still present, and there are concerns about landslides in some of the more mountainous areas of Northumberland and Colino. Power outages are widespread, with utility companies estimating it could take weeks to fully restore electricity. As you can see on the map, the hardest hit areas are along the coast, but inland communities are also dealing with flooding. Several major highways are closed, making it difficult for rescue and recovery crews to access remote areas. The town of Winnebago, Nantucket, was partially destroyed due to floodwaters. It is estimated it will take at least a year for the section of the community that was destroyed to be rebuilt. Some storms have started developing in eastern parts of the map. We actually have a severe thunderstorm warning that was issued a few minutes ago for Sullivan and Tioga counties in Fictonia. So let's go look at that. The warning is for 60-mile-per-hour winds and 1-inch hail. So the towns of Susquehanna, Wyoming, and Clark, those areas you need to take shelter immediately. Besides that warning, today is a very nice day for most of the region, with temperatures into at least the 50s all across the board, all the way to 86 in Morristown, 80 in Celestia, 68 in Hopewell, and 77 over there in Meridian. It will get pretty chilly tonight, though, with some areas getting below freezing. 33 in Suffolk, 31 over there in Bridgewater, 35 up in Fairfield. Some areas of Riverland and Orbisonia will likely get into the teens tonight. Taking a look at futurecasts, you can see our developing storms in Fictonia, Deltaland, and both Epsilons. As we push time forward, you can see that storms become stronger and more widespread in Valencia, Deltaland, and Epsilon del Norte. Celestia takes a hit by a large cluster, and the storms in Deltaland and Valencia may pass over the same areas continuously, so flash flooding is a concern there. By midnight, all of these storms will have dissipated and will be well offshore. I'll have your forecast for tomorrow and the rest of the week coming up in a little bit. Coming up on Fictonia News, a local cellular network expanding their reach into more rural areas of the map, and customers of a local energy supplier reporting major outages. We'll give you the details after a short break.
It used to be difficult for personal computers to do more than one thing at a time. Starting with Windows 95, it's easy. Start multitasking. Start Start Windows 95.
Thank you for watching Fictonia News. Our next story takes place in Cascadia, where the cellular network Fictonia Wireless has announced a significant expansion of its coverage, bringing faster and more reliable service to previously underserved areas. The cellular giant revealed today that its network will now cover an additional region of 60 counties in Cascadia, ensuring that more people will have access to 4G LTE and 5G services. The expansion is part of a broader initiative to improve connectivity in both urban and rural regions, helping to bridge the digital divide. From a statement from a Fictonia Wireless spokesperson, "We're committed to making sure that everyone, no matter where they live, can stay connected. This expansion means better coverage for rural communities, faster internet speeds, and more reliable connections. Our goal is to create a network that works for everyone, from large cities to the most remote areas of the country." This move by Fictonia Wireless comes in response to increasing demand for faster and more reliable mobile services, especially as more people rely on mobile internet for work, education, and communication. Industry analysts say that this expansion is a game changer for many businesses and residents in rural areas who have long struggled with patchy or slow connections. The expansion is expected to be completed over the next 6 months, with Fictonia Wireless promising even more improvements on the horizon. For now, residents in these newly covered areas are excited about the enhanced connectivity and what it means for their day-to-day lives. Now moving over to our central regions of the map, there is a growing frustration with the local energy supplier, Midpoint Power, as widespread issues continue to disrupt daily life for thousands of residents. From power outages to rising bills, customers say they've had enough. Over the past few weeks, complaints have skyrocketed as more homes and businesses experience inconsistent service, frequent outages, and unexplained spikes in energy costs. Many are now questioning the reliability of Midpoint Power and demanding answers. Many customers say the outages come without warning, leaving them without power for hours, sometimes even days. Meanwhile, the unexplained surge in bills is causing financial stress for families across the region. In response, Midpoint Power issued a statement earlier today, acknowledging the ongoing issues but blaming recent storms and infrastructure challenges for the disruptions. They also say they are working around the clock to resolve these problems. Quote, "We understand the frustration our customers are feeling, and we are taking immediate steps to address the outages and billing concerns. Our teams are working tirelessly to restore full service, and we are conducting a thorough review of our billing system to ensure transparency." End quote. However, many are not satisfied with the company's response. Local officials are now stepping in, calling for a full investigation into Midpoint Power and its handling of the recent issues. Quote, "We cannot continue to have our residents and businesses suffer due to poor management and lack of accountability. We're demanding that Midpoint Power provide concrete solutions and compensation for those affected by these outages and billing errors." End quote. Experts say that the problems may stem from aging infrastructure that has not been properly upgraded to handle current demand. But whatever the cause, the community wants action, and fast. In the meantime, many customers are left in limbo, unsure when or if their power will be stable, and anxiously awaiting a resolution to the billing discrepancies. So, looking ahead later this week, for tomorrow at least, temperatures are going to be pretty nice around the area. 71 over there in Love City, 81 in Celestia, 87 in Sakar. Some places in southern Colino could potentially even get to 90 degrees. So if we move forward, the storm that has pushed off the coast will continue moving east off the coast, and throughout the rest of the day, it looks like a potential outbreak of sorts could happen in western parts of the map. We aren't sure at the moment what this could be in terms of the potential, but this is definitely going to be something to watch very closely, and we will keep you updated. As we move forward throughout the day into Wednesday, the storms will die out, and then the northern sector will push off to the east, bringing rain for much of the region. Into the morning and afternoon Wednesday, another storm will start in western parts of the map, which will bring much needed rain, actually, to areas such as Hopewell. And then some storms could potentially fire off in Deltaland and Valencia, but they would be very weak. Then as we go into Thursday, there could be some snow showers developing in the northwestern region of the map. Overall, looking at Thursday, though, it's going to be very rainy for much of the map, with some severe storms actually possible over towards Fairfield and Suffolk, and then snow possible in the northwest. And then if we go to Friday, rain is possible for much of the map, with severe storms to Meridian, Celestria, Sakar, and Northport, then some snow continuing in the northwest.